Today we are going to discuss our present simple or simple present tense. We discussed and we defined the meaning and explained the use of present tense, both with singular and plural subjects. But in this session, we are going to discuss how to make our statements and our assertive statements or assertive sentences to questions, how to change it from a statement to a question. So obviously there are rules we have to follow and we have to understand the foundation of anything we do. Without foundation, we cannot achieve that goal. So lesson 5, present simple or simple present. Okay. So how to change below sentences from statements to questions. So I wrote this down so you can read it and think about it. Imagine if you have a white board and you have all these notes written for you guys. All you have to do is look at them, explain anything that you don't know, explain it to yourself, learn the meaning, know the meaning, and then analyze it. What is the purpose of this statement? That's why I have explained the process of making a statement to a question or making a question out of a statement is clearly defined here. So all you need to do is just read it and analyze it and understand it. So a statement, first of all, we have to know the meaning of a statement. So there are different ways we can talk, and a statement is usually we state something, we assert something, we talk about something. But if we want to know something about someone or something or some places, then we have to ask a question. So that question is different. The question is something that we ask. A statement is something that we tell someone. We state something. So it's used to state something, information, answer question, and to discuss things about to-do verbs. What's the meaning of to-do? To-do mean when we do some things. And verbs is actions and stuff we do. For example, drive, drink, watch, etc. For our subjects, we need to know the proper forms of the verbs for both types. Both types mean singular and plural. So for these two, we need to know. We need to know the proper forms. Okay. So we need to know how to make a statement and then how to make it a question. So first we make a statement and then how to make it a question. So these are the critical points we need to observe. So now to ask a question in a present simple or simple present tense, we should do the following. Use do. Okay? At the beginning of the statement, singular subject. And then we put es. Okay? So again, singular person, we know that it's Ali, he, she, it. Okay? So we need to do that. The statement stays here. Adam starts the car every Monday. You guys should remember that we spoke about present tense, an action or activity that we do it repeatedly or at a particular time on regular basis. So that's what we call present tense. So here every Monday is a particular time, and it talks about this thing happens all the time, but at a particular time or on a particular day, which is every Monday. So in this sentence, start is our verb. This is our verb. Why we say here starts? Because it's present tense. And why we use s after our verb? Because we are using a singular subject. And the sentence start is the verb, and um, Adam is singular subject or noun. To make this a question, to make this statement a question, we remove the S from the verb start, and we instead add es to the end of our to do verb, which is do, and use it at the beginning of our statement and at the end of our sentence or statement. We put a question mark instead of a period. I'll show you guys this here. Adam starts the car every Monday, and we have here a full stop or period. So when we see a period at the end of a sentence, that's obviously a statement. Okay, this is something we utter. This is something we state. But if you want to make question, if you want to make it a question, if you want to change this statement and make it a question, we put do at the beginning of the statement and put es. Some people say we put this s here and we put e from ourselves, make it a does. So when this s is gone, this the verb starts is not starts anymore. It becomes a start. So we say, does Adam start the car every Monday? And then what's the difference at the end? What's the change? Instead of a full stop or period, we put a question mark. So this is the way how you make it. Yes, he does. This is the answer. Or no, he doesn't or does not. So this is the negative answers. No, if our verbs are used with singular subjects or nouns and are ended with ch, sh, or zx, then we add es at the end of the verbs, exactly like changing regular singular nouns to plural. Singular subject, Adam, Lena, he, she, and it. So another statement. Lena calls her boss every afternoon. Now, first of all, we have to know that Lena is a singular person. She, Lena, third person singular, and then calls is that calls is a verb that shows an action. She makes phone calls. To who? To her boss. And when? Every afternoon. So here we remove the s from call and add es at the end of the verb call to make it a question. And we also see here that we have a okay. We see here we just removed the period. So if you look at this sentence, Lena calls her boss every afternoon, and at the very end we have a period. So this is a statement, and Lena's meaning the subject is at the beginning. So this is the rule. And statements, we don't have do or does at the beginning of our sentences. I mean in a question form, but only in statements. But if we want to make it a question, then what we do, we make it like this. We put do. Okay, so let's put it this way. For singular person, we use does and the first form of the verb, and for plural subjects, we use do. Okay, so let's do it. Does Lena call? If you look here, we say calls, but this s is gone. So when we make this statement a question, then we need to remove the s, and we have to put es with do and make it a does, and put it at the beginning of our sentence, and then at the very end of our sentence we put a question mark. For singular subjects, we use do plus es, making it does at the beginning of the sentence, plus base form of the verb. Base form mean first form of the verb. Base form, okay, I'll do this. First form of the verb. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this way. Okay. Okay, so here it is. For plural subjects, what we do, plural subjects, again, when we talk about we, they, I, alam and nur, we use the base form of a verb, and to make our statement a question, we only add do at the beginning of our statement and a question mark at the end of our sentence or statement. Okay, let's example says here, example, let's read it together. They play soccer every Friday at 8 p.m. So first of all, we talk about the subject. Who plays soccer? We know it's them. We're talking about third person plural. Okay, they could be 2 people, 10 people, 100, 10 million people, um, millions and millions of people, or we can say a he and she. Now to make it a question, we see the rule. We have subject at the beginning. We have the subject at the beginning of our sentence, and we have a period at the very end. Okay, the verb itself is in used in its regular form or base form. We don't have soccers or something. We just say soccer. Sorry, the verb is here, so soccer is a noun. So play, we don't say plays, they play. So we're talking about here about playing. So play is used as a base form of the verb play, and we don't have es or s attached to it. Why? Because our subject is more than one person. And when we want to make this question, we put do at the beginning before D. Play soccer every Friday at 8 p.m. And instead of a period, we put a question mark. So basically, this is how we do the conversion from statement to a question. I hope you guys learn something here. It looks a little messy, but the intention is to teach you guys in a very uh, easy way, so you can understand the process. This present tense or simple present is one of the most complicated tenses in my view. And if you want to learn this, and if you learn it easily, that's fine. Otherwise, just go through these notes. You will be just fine. Let me know if you have any question. Share this, please, with others so we can reach out to more people, and we can share knowledge, because sharing is caring. Sharing your knowledge is empowering others. Take care. See you guys later. Bye.